They fly high in the sky and often hang out in your backyard. Birds are everywhere, except maybe for when you're looking for them.
Yeah, or maybe you're looking for a specific bird. Hannah Welker was there when you went out on this story. Oh, we got one there. Look at that. Did you have one particular bird in mind that you wanted to see desperately?
Ooh, hear it.
Really, guys, I wanted to see a bluebird because that's the state New York State bird, and explain to people. They're coming back from South and Central America where they migrated for the winter.
Right. Birds will migrate for winter down there. And again, we're just having these waves of birds coming back now. And some of the bluebirds overwintered. Some of them are present. I've seen at least 2 in the past week. And it's always just a harbinger of spring. It's one of my favorite birds. I had a bluebird box in my backyard, so I got to raise 3 years of families.
Wow.
So it's one of the most, it's a bird that a lot of people are passionate about because they're very visible as they fly over the road and land on a wire, but they can also raise them in their backyard in a bird box if they have the right habitat.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And Kevin, explain what you're doing right now. Kevin, you've got a list.
Let's get a list of all the things we see today. We're, let's see, just about 22 species right now.
You hear that? We've seen 20 different species of birds, so I know it may not look like that, but we have. That's impressive. How often do you go birding? Explain how you got into this.
I started when a friend of mine invited me down to Braddock Bay on a Saturday morning in March of 1974, and there were just so many things I'd never seen before and didn't even know they were here, and I've been doing it ever since.
And what do you think it is about it? I mean, it's peaceful out here.
Yeah, it's a challenge. I mean, learning to identify all of the various species and, learning the calls and things like that. It's science and it's fun. But I was a science teacher, so.
Yeah, so you're a retired science teacher.
Yes.
And I actually believe one of our photographers, Jake Honan, tweeted to me and said, "Is that Kevin Griffith?" And I said, "It is. You've spotted him. So you're famous."
Yeah, right.
So you went from doing this in an educational setting to now doing it really for your own pleasure.
I've been a serious birder for over 40 years now. I bird just about every day. I have the advantage of living up here near the lakeshore, so, my yard is lots of stuff in my yard and things. But the Rochester area is one of the best places in New York State to go birding because of the conditions we have here. We've got the Braddock Bay Wildlife Management Area, which is the largest wetland on the South Shore of Lake Ontario. And there's just so many things here. In fact, out here we've got a number of waterfowl. We've got gadwall and blue-winged teal and American widgeon and wood ducks and ring-necked ducks, and there's a pied-billed grebe out here. We just stand in this one spot and we can get, a variety of species, and we just have so much good habitat around here that, it's a great place to go birding.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of wood ducks, and Laura, it was impressive. You showed me a close-up picture of the wood duck, and you said if you actually see a wood duck, you will be a birder for life because it's so impressive.
The colors and the patterns of birds just knock your socks off. I mean, when you start noticing them and then have somebody through a nice piece of glass point them out, you're just like, I can't believe nature can create that. So that's really what motivates us. It's just, really amazing. And when you see a new bird that you haven't seen before that just shines like a gem in the forest, you're like, it's like a religious experience. It really is. It's fun. I just love it.
And I feel like I keep, our photographers laughing at me because every 5 seconds I'm like, oh my gosh, another bird. Look, another bird. But when you look through the binoculars, you see such a detailed view of what the bird looks like, because from far away birds all look the same a lot of times.
Right.
But in this setting,
yeah. So, yeah, in this light, we're not seeing a lot of color with the naked eye, but binoculars help. A spotting scope can help you see the color and definition, and it really brings it almost three-dimensional to your, to your eye.
It's so close.
And it's a wonder that nature can make all these different patterns, colors, shapes. It's really amazing.
Really amazing. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk about an upcoming event and a bird called a warbler, and we're going to talk about when they're going to be in the Rochester area, or when they're supposed to arrive, and when you could spot them. So stick around. We've got more here.
I think they might have delayed their arrival a little bit.
They're camera shy, maybe.
Yeah, that's true, too. That's true, too.
All right, coming up, some great deals to support a great cause. Representatives from Shepherd Home will be here to talk about their online auction, maybe things you're planning on buying anyway. Why not buy them and have them benefit a great resource here in our community? We'll talk about that when we come back.